Hey y'all, welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to episode 2 of Cthulhu Death May Die. We're playing season 1, episode 4, which is also called Eldritch Idols, and we're trying to collect these relics, or these special items that not only give us power but help us overload these gates that are opening up and stop the old one from being able to manifest in all his power. And it's been a tough start, but I came back with some fresh ideas. We're going to see what we can pull off here. And we're starting a new round with our guy, Morgan. Now, Morgan, you know, he's got masochism, and I just realized that I hadn't been putting damage tokens on his card, and I owe 2 damage tokens to his masochism card, because it says each time you take wounds, put these numbers on the wound card. Now, he hasn't hit his threshold yet, so this hasn't happened, but if there are no tokens on this card, take 1 wound. Otherwise, remove all tokens from this card and heal 1 stress per token removed. So we have 2 tokens right now. He likes getting hurt, basically. All right, we're going to start off with, I had a thought about starting off with Morgan, and we're going to do something a little interesting. Now, I don't think the guards are considered enemies, but I do need to do something important. So, for his first action, he's going to take a special action, which is distract the guards. It says a guard adjacent can be moved 2 ways. He's going to do this one. He's going to move it to the gate over here. Okay. Now, he doesn't have the ability to get away from monsters or anything, but he does get to move an additional space, and he does already have a relic. So this is going to be a little dangerous, I think. But here's what we're going to do. And he heals at the end of his turn, too, so that's helpful. But we're going to go... his next action is going to be a move action. It's going to go 1, 2, 3. Now, I know this guy's going to follow him, and I think this one will, too. But we're not going to be able to kill that guy, unfortunately, very easily, unless we hit some sanity thresholds. So I have a plan, but we're going to go there, and I believe this guy will follow also. So he's dragged those 2 off with him. He doesn't have stealth or anything, so he really can't do anything about that. Now we have 1 more action. We're going to do an attack action on the cultist. Now, the Dark Young only has 3 health, but we got to be able to do that in 1 turn, and I just don't feel secure about that at this point in time until we are able to get an additional die or something into our pool. I have a plan for this. We're going to get to that in a second. But let's, as he moves into there, let's get the 3 dice out, and for his third and final action, we're going to do an attack. Now, Morgan has the ability to move an extra space. We only move 3, though. We 1, 2, 3, but he can move 4 in his move actions, which is kind of cool, but we just haven't had a need for it yet. Well, that's both good and bad, so it's 1, I need 1 health. So we're going to crank up, we're going to spend 1 stamina to go up 1. So he's got 3 against him right now. We're going to take 1 of these and roll it. Hopefully we get a... Nope, that didn't help. We're going to have to do it again. I swear these dice, they just don't give you what you want. Okay, well, this is going to be okay. We did kill the cultist. Kapow. Okay. So this isn't going to be so bad, because that is going to put him up 1, 2 on there. So we still haven't hit our threshold yet, which sucks. And unfortunately, that is also the end of his turn. But we're getting close, and he'll be able to heal up next turn. Hopefully can survive the Dark Young. I think he can. And that was his third and final action, but he's with that other relic, so it might be helpful. If we can keep the guards away, we're good. Now, he's already got a relic one of the relics in his hand, artifacts, and it's going to help him. But that is the end of his actions, so now we're going to draw his Mythos card. Hoping this isn't too bad. Let's see. Okay, Artifact Flare. Each investigator loses 1 sanity for each artifact they're carrying. Well, we only have 1 again. It's Morgan. That's actually good, because that puts him at his threshold. I'm going to take that instead of doing this. So that will go with Ahmed, actually. So with that threshold, we are going to get to go up a level. And now his ability triggers. He's got 2 tokens on this card, so we're going to get rid of these 2 tokens. And that means he's going to heal 2 stress. So we're back in a decent place. Now, I want to beef up something. I'm thinking, well, if he beefs up this toughness, it says instead you may reduce wounds tokens and loss of sanity by 1 when each attack or rolling by fire. So he could do sanity. That's interesting. I don't know if that's that great for us right now. His protector says you may redirect your attack. May redirect to you an attack made against one of the investigator up to a space away. There's nobody that's a space away, unfortunately. And I think swiftness means you have a free run action each turn. That gives you an extra action. I think we're going to go up into swiftness. Let me show you that actually. So if we go up into swiftness here, we're going to get a free run action. And so that means we basically get 4 actions as long as one of them is a move. I think we can pull that off. Okay, now though, he's going into the next part of the phase, investigate or fight. He can't investigate, there's a monster with him, so he's going to fight. The Dark Young has a green and a black die against him. Now remember, he does have toughness, so we get the reroll. Actually, just going to take a sanity. I think I'll just absorb that, and we're good. No need to reroll that. He could have got a blank, but odds were against him, so I think we'll leave it alone. That is now the end of, and on the very end of his turn, he gets to do this and heal 1 wound, which means he's almost back to full health. He's doing okay. That was, I think, ganging up like that at the beginning may have hurt us more than helped us. But now we're going to go on to Fatima. Now Fatima, she is here. I'm debating on whether I want her to go help. It's good that she stays with people, because when she hits her sanity threshold, we want to make sure she's in a space with another. She's codependent, right? It helps heal all of her stress. So I think what we're going to do with her is we're going to go 1, 2, 3 as well for her first action. She moved. For her second action, we are going to pick up the... Oh, I can't, can I? It doesn't say I can't do that. It says pick up artifact. Pick up any number of artifacts in your space. The investigator carrying an artifact gains its listed effect. I think we're going to do it. Boom, we're going to pick up the artifact. You have 1 free reroll per turn. I like that. It doesn't say you can't. Now, on our normal actions well, we can't trade when there's a monster in our space. Can't rest. I think it's okay. I think actually it's okay. So that was her second action. And gosh, do I try and kill it for a third action? I have a reroll. I have Arcane Mastery. I think we're going to give it a try. Okay. And then remember, I got to use her ability with that. So we got 1 hit. Man, I can't. I'm going to reroll. We're not going to get it. But I'll reroll this and see if we can get another hit. That's a blank. We just got 1 hit and 1 sanity. Guess that's okay, except not good for us in a certain way. So we're going to do 1 damage on this fella here, but we summoned another, because that's their special ability. If wounded but not destroyed, summon another Dark Young to the space. So here we go. Another Dark Young is coming. Here it is. I remember this when we played against this guy before. It got really overwhelming with this stuff. However, she does get a sanity, which put her up. And I didn't do that right. I moved it up. It did move up there. So now she's got her first sanity flare coming up. And it says codependency. If you're codependent, which is Morgan, is alive but not in your space, take 2 stress and move either of you to your space. She is in the space, so nothing bad happens for this. Then move either of you to the other one's space. Enemies do not follow. Well, that doesn't matter. We are in each other's space, so we're okay there. She won't gain this back, but she will gain 1 level of Arcane Mastery, and we're going to do that. Okay. Now, this is good too. Draw 2 Mythos cards and choose 1 to play and 1 to put underneath the deck. Heal 2 stress. Maybe that's a better way to go, because we're about to do... I think actually I'm going to do that. That's super powerful, because it's about to happen, right? So that was all 3 of her actions. Now she's going to draw her Mythos card, but we're going to get to draw 2 and see which one we want to keep. Each investigator takes 1 stress or 1 wound if they cannot. If there are 4 more Dark Young on the board, choose 1 investigator. There's not. Move all cultists 1 space. If there are no artifacts on the board closest to them, there are no cultists. I think we'll play this one. Now that does give us, actually these 2, I got 2 of these now, so I forgot that one would actually have that symbol on it, so it couldn't have gone to Ahmed. But we're going to do that, and then this one's going to go on the bottom. Okay. And she gets to recover 2 stress, so now we're in good shape. Now she's got to fight off the Dark Young, though. Morgan will take one of those. As a protector, he'll take the first hit. Here's the die roll. It is a one hit, so he will take it, and I think he'll do the same thing again. Does he get? I think he does get when you have when attacked or rolling for fire. We're not being attacked; we're protecting. If an investigator in your space is attacked, you may redirect the attack. So therefore, I think we do get to reroll and see if it's a miss. It was not. And we're going to take the second hit. And it's the same thing. We're going to see if we can... Nope. So he is now hurt. But that's okay. We're going to get to heal up and everything. We're good. All right. And that is now the end of Fatima's turn. No end of turn events for her? Nope. And we're going to go on to Ahmed. Now, I kind of left Ahmed alone because he's going to do this. For his first action, he's going 1, 2, 3. Second action, picking up this guy right here. Heal 2 stress at the end of your turn. And now I think we got to accumulate these together, if I'm not mistaken. Because we blow up the gates if it says... Where is it? Trying to remember how we disrupt the gates after the ritual is disrupted. Overload... Trying to remember what the overload thing is. I can't remember what it is. So I'll have to look it up. It's overload. Pick any an artifacts gain elimination. Okay, I'll figure it out. Oh, after... Yeah, here it is. Then all investigators carrying an artifact with at least 1 guard in the space are arrested. Okay, we don't do that. This is when the elder advances. After that, if there are investigators holding 2 artifacts at each of 2 different normal gates. So now we're getting the artifacts. Now we got to get to the gates and move the... Well, we have... Each person has 1, but we're going to trade 1 to one of the other people. Like, I think Morgan's going to end up with both of them because he can move and hustle. Now we got to get the guards out of the gate spaces, though. And then, so that was Ahmed's second action. For his third action, I think he's going to take this guard here and... Oh, he's too far away. It has to be 1 away, right? Choose a guard up to 2 spaces from you and move him up to 2 spaces. So we're going to take this guy and go 1, 2 into here. We don't need to go back there. That is Ahmed's entire turn. That's not great, but it's not terrible either. Let's see what his Mythos card is. Oh, we are gonna move the big bad. All Bayaki and Shoggoth move 1 space towards you. Summon a Bayaki. Okay, we will be able to do that at the yellow gate. So the Bayaki is going to be here, and then summon a Shoggoth. We can't at the blue gate, so that will be ignored. And that's going to, at the end of the round, going to make 3 total cards. So we're going to end up moving the dark one again, the black goat. Okay, but we still have to move the Bayaki and the Shoggoth. So the Shoggoth's here. It's going to move 1, and I don't think the Bayaki, they're just going to move 1 as well. It's starting to come to the... to us over here. So it's realizing there's a ruckus and it's going to come investigate. I got to get Ahmed up there to get that artifact. We got guards in the way too. Okay, that was the card. Now we got to go to the end of the fight or anything. He's not fighting anybody. He gets to investigate. Finally, someone gets to investigate. Nice. Let's do that. Cut and see what we get. Lost dog. Good boy! You may claim the golden retriever or discard it immediately to perform a free trade action. Now we're going to get the golden retriever. While you have it, gain 1 level in swiftness. Oh, okay. He doesn't have swiftness, but we're going to gain that, and that gives him an extra health as well. So we're going to slot the dog. Dog is now slotted into his right-hand space, which is awesome. And he is going to... Now he's got an extra health, but he also... has swiftness, so we got to get that token out like that. There's swiftness, and that gives him 1 additional skill. So we'll put that with his card right there. And that marks, let's see, now we go to the end of the results phase. He is going to heal 2 stress, so he has no stress at all. He's good. And then, unfortunately, we're going to move the Great Old One. The Black Goat shifts forward, and what does he do? When the Black Goat advances, summon a Dark Young in your space. Deal 1 wound to each figure in your space. Okay. Well, that's okay. It's just him and a dark young. I do have some more of those to put out. Yuck. I'm gonna have to open it up though. Sorry. Hold on. It's gonna be loud. It's gonna be loud. There we go. Oh. Okay. Here's another dark young. There's a whole bunch in the box because sometimes you end up summoning a veritable ton of them. But there it is, and it is going to go up here with Ahmed, and Ahmed is going to suffer a wound. Luckily, he's a doctor. Okay, and then we're going to do this other thing when the Elder One advances. Each guard moves one space toward an investigator. So into the hall, here, and here, and here. So there's 2 in the central room there. Then all investigators carrying an artifact with at least 1 guard in their space. We don't have that problem. After all that, okay, we didn't blow up the gates yet. We got to get to do that. We will be able to do it. We're closing in, but it's going to be tough. Okay. That was the end of the entire round. So we're back around to Morgan. Now Morgan, I think we can get this guy. I think for his first action, we're going to attack that monster. We got to kill it, and then maybe he'll use. We'll see. We'll see. I'm debating what we do here. Okay, I think we are going to attack that black goat. So his first action is going to be an attack action. Wish we had some stuff. It'd be nice. Ahmed's the only one that's got any stuff so far. Okay, let's see what we get. Well, we're going to kill it. Got 2. That's good enough to kill it. And it'll give another insanity. So we'll just leave it alone. I don't need to re-roll or anything. It'll kill one of the Dark Young. It is kaput. Okay. That was 1 action. Now, do I try and get rid of the other one? Because if I fail, then we summon another one, and I don't really have any good skills for that. I could just take him along with me. I think for our second action, I could do this. I can go 1, 2. So Morgan's second action is going to be getting the guards out of there. And he can't move this one yet, but he wants to get in there. And I guess for his third action, because this is a waste, it seems wasteful. Seems really wasteful. Isn't there something where you can trade? The investigators carrying an artifact gains line. Artifacts may be traded if an investigator dies. Okay, so it just may be traded, but we have to use the trade action, and I just don't know. Let me think. I might try this again and see if I can just kill it. I think trying to kill it's dumb. I don't have the ability to kill it really well right now, so we're going to trade. Now, Morgan has both of the artifacts, okay? But that means that's all his actions, so he's going to draw his Mythos card, see what we get. Hold on. Oops, I got to shuffle it up. I forgot. And also, this triggers. Choose an investigator if there are 3 or less Dark Young on the board summoned. There were 3. Otherwise, move the 2 nearest Dark Young to the... Okay, they were all in the right space, so that actually ended up doing nothing, but we do have to shuffle this up. Because there were 3 out on the board when that triggered, and then I killed one just now. So there were 3. So 3 or less on the board. Summon another one to your space. Is that what it said? I guess I'm gonna have to look it up. Let's see. If there are 3 or more. Looking for the exact right card. There's a couple that say if there are 3 or more. Choose one. If there are 3 or less dark ones on the board, summon another one. Otherwise, okay. So I guess okay. This sucks because I think this is what happens from that. Actually, that would have been Ahmed. So there's 2 with Ahmed. So there's now 2 Dark Young with Ahmed and 1 over here. Yeah, that's the way that would have gone. So I just took that up a little bit because it was his paranoia or his event that triggered that. It was on his card. Oh no, what am I talking about? That doesn't trigger. It doesn't trigger because the old one moves. Just triggers when he... but I had to shuffle the deck. Does it stay here? It goes off when it reshuffles. Okay. Yeah, I'm okay. I got this covered. I'm not as dumb as you might think I am. Although I'm feeling it right now. Okay. I just want to make sure I get all this shuffled up and everything. Make sure I've covered all the rules we have. Okay. Now this is what we get. Protect the artifacts. Move all cultists 1 space. There aren't any. If there are no artifacts on the board, there are. Each investigator loses 1 sanity. If there are no artifacts on the board, there are. There's 1 up in the corner. Each investigator loses 1 sanity for each artifact they are carrying. If there's 1 on the board. Oh wait, there is. Okay, so Morgan's going to lose 2. That's going to put him at a threshold, and this is going to trigger. There's nothing on it, so he's going to take, if there's no tokens on this card, he's going to take 1 wound. Otherwise remove. Okay, so he's hurt. He's really hurt. He's got his rest next. We got to get out of here and rest. But that puts him at a threshold. So he's going to get another skill point and another. He's going to start using a green die when he attacks. Ahmed gains 1 because he has an artifact as well, and Fatima had none. Okay, so there we are. Now let's think. What do I want to do with? I could do toughness instead of just getting a free reroll. It says you may reduce wounds taken and loss of sanity by 1 when rolling, when attacked or rolling for fire. I could do swiftness during a run action. During a run action, you may take 1 investigator with you when leaving a space. That's super cool, actually. Protector. He's so injured he really can't do that. Luckily, he's going to heal a wound at the end of his turn, which is right now because he has that artifact. So he'll heal 1. That's good because he's in bad shape. He's 2 away from dying. So he's going to have 1, 2, 3, 4 wounds on him. I want to show you his card. Just trust me, he's about to die. And I think we're going to pump up. I think we're going to go this swiftness track because now he can take it. Or, no, we're going to go toughness. The ability to automatically reduce wounds is too good. So he's got 1 level of swiftness, 1 level of toughness. Then he healed a wound. Does have a free reroll when he's attacked, which is about to happen. Dark Young is going to attack. It's got a green and black die. And we're going to let it attack Morgan. Yeah, man, that was kind of a wasteful turn for him, but it is what it is. Okay, here we go. Oh, no, 2 hits. We got a reroll and a toughness roll. So we're going to reduce 1. I think we'll reduce this one. We'll reroll this one. Oh, he still took a hit. Ouch, that hurt. He is so hurt right now, but that's all that happens. Wow. Now we go to Fatima. I think she has swiftness too. I kind of picked some weird characters. I probably should have taken some with marksman so we could shoot and gain some dice from firearms and stuff like that, but we didn't do that. I believe I didn't bump up the mastery thing, so I think we're just going to be trading off Dark Young if we just keep attacking it. But she does not have a reroll anymore. She does get to use one Elder Sign symbol. I think we're going to have to attack it. We're going to have to attack it. Let's see if we can kill it. Okay, this is... Oh, wow, my gosh, we actually did kill it. Look, we got 2 hit. We're going to take 2 sanity. This isn't the big guy, this is Shoggoth, so just 2. And we got that 1 Elder Sign. That's 3 hits. That is going to kill it in 1 shot, removing it from our space. That is great, but we do go up with Fatima 2 more to there. We're starting to get a little crazy. That's okay. That was her first action. For her second action, she is going to... she doesn't really need to rest. She's going to go... She's going to help clear the path. She's going to move to here, just right to there wait, let me show you. Right there. She'll move to here, so that's 2. And then for her third action, she's going to take this guard and make him go 1, 2 into here. Now, they could all end up moving towards Morgan, but I think that's okay. If they all do, Morgan hasn't moved in there yet. That's the end of her turn. Now we get to draw 2 Omen Mythos cards and see which one we want to take. All Bayaki and Shoggoth move 1 space towards you. I'm actually not... Well, it summons another Bayaki. Do we have another Bayaki? I don't think we do. No, we don't. So we can't summon another Bayaki. It's only 2. The Shoggoth moves 2 spaces towards you. Any guards in its space... In the space at least follow it. We don't want that one. So it's going to have to be this one. Okay, and it has a elder symbol or whatever symbol on it to move the big bad guy. All right, so we can't summon a Bayaki anywhere, but we can't summon a Shoggoth either, but we can move a Bayaki 1. That's this guy here and this guy here. So you're on the board? Yeah. And the Shoggoth moves 1 to there. This isn't the worst case scenario, actually, because she ends up in a space with no enemies. Yay. So we're going to do a quick cut and see what we get. We're in a good place to do something. Counterspell. If you would be arrested, you may discard a card instead. If you discard instead, right? If you do, place all guards from your space in the cell. Ooh, that's pretty good. Scrap of paper. A spell that can temporarily disrupt cultist spells. You may take 2 stress to claim the counterspell. Or, if you do not claim it, claim the curse condition. At the end of each of your turns, lose 1. No, we're doing this. She'll take 2 sanity. That puts her up to 4. It's not great, but this is a pretty useful item. and it'll allow us to get rid of cultists, right? Or at least once. It says we have to discard the card, but I'll take that. That is okay. And that is now on her space. Okay, got that covered. She is good. All right, now we're probably going to use that. I think. Look at right now. It's going to be used, I'm sure. But that's helpful. That was her investigate action after draw action, and then we're going to resolve any end of turn effects. There aren't any, so now we're going to Ahmed. Now Ahmed is in a bit of trouble, but he's stealthy. I like that. He's got an artifact though, so I don't know. I could get. Oh my gosh, I could get rid of 3 guards right now in a clever way. Yeah, check this out. That counterspell is going to come in useful already. If you would be arrested, you may discard this card instead. If you do so, place the guards from your space in the cell. Okay, here's how we're going to do this. This is fun. We're going to stealth past this guy because we have that ability. We can dodge 1 monster. 1, 2, and 3. Okay, we go in there. Oh, we're going to be arrested because Ahmed has an artifact, right? But we're going to actually discard the counterspell right now. And we're going to take all 3 of these guards and they go to the cell in the corner there. Way up in the corner. That's pretty nice. Huh? That worked out really, really well. That was action number 1. Action number 2, he is unfortunately there with the Shoggoth. Now he could take another move action and stealth past the Shoggoth and take on the Bayaki. That might be better because he's got to get this other token. We're going to do that. 1, 2. He'll just go all the way 3 there and take the Bayaki with him. But he dodged the Shoggoth. Now his 3rd action, he's going to try and kill the Bayaki. The Bayaki does have 3 health, so it's going to be hard for him to do, but it's possible. He's also got his healing prayer. He might be okay. Okay, here we go. Ahmed's not quite getting a 2nd die yet, so hopefully we get... Oh, man, that was good. Remember, he's got Arcane Mastery. That is 3 hits. He killed the Bayaki. Just like that. Man, we're doing good right now. That was pretty awesome. Wow. So we got 2 normal hits, and that Elder Sign counts for his Arcane Mastery, and he killed the Bayaki. That has 3 health. Now, it says when a Bayaki attacks, it gets to use these symbols as damage as well. But it didn't. We also have swiftness, which means we can move an additional space. I would have done that. I just realized that he still has this. He has this token. So we would have ended up in the corner right next to the artifact. He's about to get the artifact. However, that was his... Wait. 1, discard this, 2, and then he attacked the back 3. Yeah, so he's done. And so we're going to draw his Mythos card. And again, he ended up here in that back corner. Okay. Oh, man, we're just drawing all of these. This is so bad. Okay, deal 1 wound to each Dark Young and place a fire token in its space and summon a Dark Young. Okay, there aren't any Dark Young, so we're going to summon a Dark Young on the blue space right here. That's all that happens. However, this is going to go off, unfortunately, at the end of the round, which is now. So at the end of the round, he is going to heal 2 stress, but he doesn't have any, so he's fine. And then we're going to go move our Dark One again. He's moving like a champ now, almost every 3 turns at this point. Well, that sucks, right? So he moves here and summon a Dark One, your Dark Young in your space. There's another one with Ahmed there, and Ahmed takes the damage. Ahmed is now at 4 damage. He needs to heal himself. Oh, at the end of his turn, that's what I was doing. At the end of your turn, you may heal 1. So he was at 3. He used his own ability on himself. Okay, and then it's going to be this one here, right? Each guard moves 1 space toward the nearest investigator. Well, that's just going to put 1 in the hallway here, and the 3 in the cell move up 1. They're all together, and that's it. Okay, so that wasn't so bad. None of them reached us, so the rest of the events didn't trigger. Okay, that's the end of that story. That was not cool. And then we have to, guess what? Shuffle again. I mean, we're just basically not getting... There's plenty of cards that don't have the symbols on it, right? But there's more to do that don't, it appears, in this scenario. So let's really give them a good shuffle so we can try and avoid some of those. We're not doing good with that. Yeah, I forgot that Goldie, the Golden Retriever, who's with Ahmed, gives him a level of swiftness. That was helpful. Got him closer to the artifact, and you can just dodge that guy. Not try and fight him. Until we see what that artifact is, at least. Okay. Shuffled and done. That's the end of that. Okay, now we're going to go back to Morgan, who's back down this corner. He's got artifacts galore, but we got to get him to this gate. He's got 2 artifacts. Then I got to get Ahmed to a gate with 2 artifacts, which he's about to do. Then we need to hang out there until the boss triggers again. Then we can bring him in and try and kill him. I don't know, it's going to be rough. We're not that tough, actually. So with Morgan, we're going to do a move action of 1, 2, 3. For his second action, he's going to take this guy and move him 2 to the cell. They're all going to move together, or next to the cell there. Okay, then for his third action, he's going to attack the Bayaki. Remember, he gets a green die, so he could kill the Bayaki pretty quickly. Come on, Morgan, let's do it. Well, that's 2, 3. That does kill the Bayaki, but it's going to give me... I have a reroll. I could reroll this. Try and avoid a sanity. Let's do that. Okay, good, I did. So we got 3. We're going to take 1 sanity, and it killed the Bayaki. Okay, that was his third action. That's it. Maybe he'll get to get an item. Wouldn't that be something? Okay, let's draw our Mythos card. There's 1 move, 2. Yeah, and okay, yeah. So he moved in with the Bayaki. He used the special action to move a guard, distract guard, and then he killed the Bayaki. Lord of the Woods. If you are in the same space as a black goat, it deals 1. Nope. Otherwise, move each dark young 1 towards your space. Okay, so this one's going to move here. This one will move here. This one will move here. That's actually not a bad thing for us. This goes with Ahmed now because it's not one of the ones that summons us. So what happened is the dark young all moved up. This one moved here. This one moved from here to here. This one moved from here to there. Okay. And now we're at the investigate phase, and he is going to get to draw an item, which is pretty awesome. Let's see what he gets. Replica sword. You gain 1 green die when attacking a target in your space. If you have the brawling or toughness skill, you gain 2. He just became our fighter, guys. He is a machine. He can kill monsters big time. So Dark Young, get out of his face. Hopefully they can keep moving to him. It doesn't. It says a display of King Arthur's sword, very sharp. You may take 1 wound and move the nearest guard 2 spaces towards you to claim this replica. Yeah, he's going to do... Well, he can't take the wound. Oh, yes, he can. Never mind. He can. Okay, he's almost dead, though. If he takes another hit, he's dead. Okay, so he's got 2 dice, but I guess one of the guards moves to here, which is fine. Wouldn't get rid of the guard there. And then at the end of his turn, he heals the wound, so he's okay again. And then we got a free reroll, but that's not going to help. He really needs to rest. That's what needs to happen. Okay, now we're going to go to Fatima. All right, first thing she's going to do is take this guy and go 1, 2 back to the cell. That's her action. Does she want to try and help Morgan or... I think for her second action, she's going to take a rest and recover all of her stress. So she has some stress capability to do that. And for her third action, she will... God, I hate to waste anything. She's going to get to read the omens. I think she's going to go here, back with Morgan, so they're together, just in case she hits a sanity threshold or something and she doesn't want to blow up. Okay, and so that's going to be it for her. That's her third action. Now we're going to go to her Mythos card. She gets to read the omens, so she gets to pick 2. I heard something. Move all guards and cultists 1 space towards you. Yeah, we'll do that. We'll put this one at the bottom. Seems reasonable. Okay, and so all these guards move to this hallway, and that's it. This one now goes on with Ahmed. Okay, so far that was not bad. All right. Now she's in the safe space, so she gets to draw another card. That last card sure was effective, wasn't it? Let's see what she gets. Okay, Strange Painting. When using a distract guard action, you may move the guard 1 additional space. This is the most enthralling painting. You may claim the Strange Painting, or you may take 2 stress to claim the Museum Curator. Jane, Museum Curator. Why you have her gain 1 level of stealth and a health? I think I'm going to do the stress and take the Curator. So it's 2 stress. We'll do that. We just healed it up, and I'm going to take the Curator instead of the painting. I think that is more helpful. We get an extra health and a level of stealth. So we gain stealth. So that means she's got an extra skill. That's helping to offset some of the skills we're lacking. I wish we had marksmanship. That would be super nice. And that marks the end of her turn. Now we're going to go to Ahmed. Ahmed is tricky. You see him, he's way up there in the corner, right? For his first action, what's he going to do? He can sneak by. I really don't want to. I want to go to that next room. Oh, he's got to get the artifact. So he's going to go 1 to here for his first action. 2, he'll pick this up. Move 1 additional space when you run. And for 3, he's going to rest and heal up and be completely healthy and ready to go for his next phase. That way, when the Dark Young come after him, he's healthy enough to fight him off. And then we're going to draw our Mythos card. Okay, Bayaki. The nearest Bayaki moves 3 spaces towards you. There is no Bayaki. Summon a Bayaki on the red space. Okay, we'll do that. And that means a Bayaki goes here. Not the end of the world. I'm more than happy with that. Then at the end of the round, he is in a safe space, so he's going to get to draw another item. He's already got the Goldie, the Golden Retriever. We're finally getting some stuff here. Okay. Headpiece display. The display contains the remains of the most beautiful queen who ever lived. You feel compelled to open the display. You may take 2 stress to claim the ceremonial headpiece. If you do not claim it, you're cursed. We're going to take the headpiece. When attacking, each sanity symbol may also count. Oh, okay, we'll take that. We'll take that. And we got an item on each side now. We're good, and we're at 3 stress, but that was well worth it. Because now we still take the sanity, but we get to count them as hits. That will help us with the Dark Young quite a bit. So we're finally building up some strength. And with that, that was the end of the round. Now, we are going to end there for this episode, so we'll talk to you in the next one. I hope you're enjoying this. I have to backtrack a couple times just to make sure I'm doing things right, but other than that, it's going pretty well. And I think a whole load of fun. The first round was really bad. The first 2 rounds were bad. These 2 rounds were much better. And I think we're closing in on defeating, or getting the Black Goat of the Woods into the world so we can kill it before it's too powerful to kill. So I think we might be able to pull this off. If I can get Ahmed, we need 2 more cards in this. Now I have to use Fatima to actually get cards like this, because we can move into those spaces. As long as we can keep the guards away, we can get the ritual messed up and imploded. And that's what we need to do. So we're going to try. Anyway, thanks for watching. Thanks for subscribing. I hope you're enjoying this playthrough of Cthulhu Death May Die. A lot goes on in this game. It's kind of wild, but I do enjoy it. And I hope to see you in the next one. Thanks. Take care. Bye-bye.